Well, good morning and welcome to another Wellness Wednesday here on the 60 Up members page. This is still October and we are still working on that whole monthly focus of aging well or wellness and aging. And I've got my guest today, Rocco. He'll be joining us. But today we're going to do a second installment of our brain training that we worked on last week as well. So we discussed the fact that by doing various fitness activities, we can exercise different areas of the brain. We know that aerobics or the cardio work we do helps with memory, especially if we're doing some of those step patterns that you have to kind of have a little recall for. We know that any type of sports drills work on attention and spatial awareness, those areas of the brain. We know that high intensity training, which is also part of cardio, works on weight management. And then we know that strength training and yoga or Tai Chi training hit those areas of multitasking and also anxiety and stress reduction. So these are all various areas in the brain that we're going to hit today with this super brain training workout. I'm adding something today, some specific exercises to help keep you sharp and wake up your brain, especially if you're feeling a little foggy, or I don't know, maybe you just need that midday pickup or something to kind of stimulate your brain before you do something a little more challenging like we'll be doing later in the workout. So for this, and this is very different, I'm going to ask you to have a chair to begin with, and that's real different. And you know, when it comes to exercising the brain, doing things differently is key. It could be as simple as every once in a while using your non-dominant hand to do something like, instead of picking up your water glass, because we need water with the right hand, pick it up with the left hand if you're right hand dominant. Doing simple tasks like that in a different way, or even just taking a different route when you're walking. Maybe you normally go in one direction and end up at home if you're walking from your house. Try a different one, different patterns, different ideas, even just trying out different restaurants can challenge or make your brain have to be stimulated in a way that's new, that helps with brain training. So that's a global idea of just thinking of different ways, different patterns, different things that you can do. Today we're going to be doing some specific exercises, and they fall into that category of cross brain training and multitask, doing two things at once training as well. The reason I asked you to have a chair, as well as we're going to talk in a second about, before we get started, a second about the board setup for later. But I do want to recognize Pat's in the room, and Doug and Vicky, who's going to come back and join us later, which is awesome. I love to see that you let me know that, because it does tell me that you're hearing me, you're seeing me, and you'll be exercising with me sometime today. But let's take care of a little housekeeping. Please have water nearby, hydration. I don't know if you've seen the latest posts, but we are really pushing hydration. It is such a healthy thing for the brain. And I think that 60 Up is even now marketing a supplement to help you maintain more of the hydration that you are drinking. So check that out on their website. That's my commercial break for today. Now on the board, you'll see I do have my mascot, Rocco, joining us. Let's see how I navigate around him. That could be a sports drill. I have the tubing hooked up on the side notches, and a chair nearby so that if I get tired, or if you get tired, you can sit down easily. I also have the red ball on. We'll be using that for some sports drills. Another quick thing I want you to be attentive to is, so that you know right from left, I pulled my tights up on one side. I know Dan uses two different color tennis shoes, so my bare calf is right for you, all right? So if I'm saying right, left, and that helps you visually, awesome. I know somebody mentioned once a while ago in a comment post-workout that was helpful, how Dan wearing the two tennis shoes. So I've been trying to come up with ways to also do that for you, so that if you need that visual stimulus for when I say right, it's this leg. All right, so with that said, are you guys ready to start with some of those brain exercises, stimulating exercises? We're going to do it from a seated posture, because some of you, they're going to be double-handed. Some of you have maybe some balance issues, and I want you to be able to focus on bringing that sharpness to the brain without worrying about falling down. Now, as you do this workout, you're welcome to try, if you'd like, to stand up and do these exercises as well. But I am going to do them from a seated posture. And just to be really correct, because I sometimes don't want you to think that I want you in a rolling chair, I'm going to go ahead and pull out. I'll be right back. Don't worry, I'm coming right back. I'm going to pull out a more steady chair, which if you are doing chair exercises, it is of course more appropriate to do them in a chair that's not going to move when you do. So grab a chair or stand up behind your board if you prefer, but these are going to get a little difficult, so that's why I thought it might be nice. We're going to warm up the brain right now. So are you ready for this? All right, so we're going to start with something simple, crossing right, left hemisphere. So we're just going to take right arm up, elbow to knee, and back and down. Left arm up, elbow to knee. And this is going to warm us up as well. Right again, elbow to knee. Good. Left again, elbow to knee. Let's do two more. Right to left. Nice deep breath. Left to right. Last set. Right to left. Deep breath. Sitting tall. Left to right. Excellent. Now we're going to extend the leg out. So it'll be right finger to toe. Boom. Left toe. Bring it down. Left finger. Ooh, you got to be flexible for that. So I want you to feel free to lean downwards towards your toe. Now you can't see mine, so I'm going to turn a little bit. Here we go. Left to right. Right to left. Left to right. Right to left. Now if you can't touch the toe, touch the shin. That's fine with me as well. As long as it's opposite to opposite and trying to maintain that nice strong core feeling, okay? Remember, we're just waking up the brain right now. We'll get onto our board work soon. Here we go. Let's do two more sets. Right leg, left arm. Left leg, right arm. Right leg, left arm. Left leg, right arm. And bring it back to the center. Very nice. Okay. Exercise 1, crossing the midline. Exercise 2 is something you've probably seen or done as a kid. It's called doing distraction training, or one hand doing one thing, the other hand doing another. So we're going to pat our head with the right hand and rub our belly with the left. And I want you just to do this for a second. I know it's silly, but just look at me and do this and feel what you're feeling. Feel how you feel, a little tapping, a little rubbing, how that feels to your brain. Nice. Take a deep breath as you're doing it. Inhale, exhale. Ready to make the flop? Flop. Pat and rub. Ooh, that's hard, isn't it? Get that circle going. Give yourself a little pat on the head. Now you've got your right hand rubbing your belly, your left hand tapping your head. Think about it. Think about your posture. Sit tall as you do this. Keep going. Inhale and exhale. Stimulate that brain and bring it back to the center. Nice. Are you ready for the next one? Okay, this next one is going to be more about the hands, and it's a little more difficult, so we're getting a little more challenging with our multitasking here. So we're going to point with the right finger towards the left hand and do a 1 on the left hand. And then we'll do this slow to begin with. We're going to flip this so that we point and do a 2 on the right hand, point with the left. We're going to alternate and increase the number of fingers. Are you ready to go to 3? 3. Ooh, that was even hard for me. And now let's go 4. 4. And then let's go 5. 5. Are you ready to reverse? We're going to go backwards. Here we go. Think about this. Ready? Point 4. Ready? Point 3. 3 is hard for me. Ready? Point 2. Ready? Point 1. How'd you do? That was a lot of brain clearing. Should we do it one more time? Okay, this time you're going to be an expert. We're going to start the pointer on the left. Are you ready? Hands up. Ready? Point 1. Ready? Point 2. Got hard on that one. Ready? Point 3. Ready? point 4, ready, point 5. Are we ready to reverse? Here we go. We go to point 4. We go to point 3. Oops. We go to point 2. And we finish with point 1. Whew. Shake it off. Told you it got harder. All right, that is our brain wake up for today. Are you ready to move your body? Hopefully you cleared out some cobwebs and you're ready to go. Let's get up and move. So for this, I'm going to move my chair out of the way. These are simple exercises that stimulate your brain and that connection and that quickness. And even if you just did that 5 minutes a day, I think you'd notice a difference. Try it. Okay, let's get our music on and let's get rhythmic. We have a lot to accomplish if we're going to hit all those important areas of the brain today. So here we go. All right, start standing nice and tall, warming up. Let's just do a slow heel lift, heel drop. Chin up, chest up. Take a nice deep breath. Heels up, heels down, stretch the calf, loosen the ankle. But at the same time, think about your posture. Chin parallel to the floor, head over shoulders, shoulders back and down. Abdominals brace just a bit, like somebody tightened a belt around your waistline. And then keep moving those legs. Now, let's shift. Shoulder up, shoulder down. So as the heel comes up, the same side lifts the shoulder. Think about that. Oh, that's another one of those rub your tummy, pat your head exercises. Here we go. Up with one, down with the other. Excellent. Heel up, heel down, shoulder up, shoulder down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and both down. Now little heel drops just to kind of wake up the muscles and the joints all the way up from the ankles through the core. Hands on top of those poles. Let's do a little pounding on both, stimulating the bones and the joints. Up and down, pound the palms, pound the heels. Tighten up the core, lift up the posture. Keep going. In 4, in 3, in 2. Now, right arm circle, back. Keep it a little bit bent at the elbow to begin with as we, and I'm still doing a little heel drop, but that's kind of up to you if you want to keep dropping those heels lightly, bouncing against the floor. And now let's do one more, and then we'll put that hand on the handle, other side. Again, notice my elbow has a little bend in it because maybe my shoulder isn't quite ready for a full circle back yet. I need to warm it up. That means gradual. That means maybe a little shorter range of motion or shorter lever until you feel that joint open up, limber up, stretch up. 60 up. All right, hands back. Now spinal rolls. Again, this is just to loosen and limber all those ligaments and tendons between the vertebra of the back. It should feel good. It should feel like you're increasing the blood flow, the synovial fluid, the oxygenation of those joints. Good. Inhale and exhale. My knees are softening or bending as I come down and roll through. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Loosen up and limber up. Now stand up nice and tall. Let's take the right leg up and around, loosening that hip joint. It could be low. Remember, it's always okay to start with a little less range of motion, a little lower, a little easier. And then as you start to feel the limbering and the loosening, you can increase that range. Good. Up and around. Once again, in case you missed my opening, I intentionally have my calf showing on the right side so that if I cue right, I can be more obvious. You'll know the right is the side with the calf showing. Good. Couple more. Last one. Excellent. Excellent. Now let's come back and just do a little toe tapping. So lean back. You can allow your hips to sit back towards the back wall. And then that will hopefully help you get those feet tapping right and left. That's it. Now let's go ahead and tap fingers as we lift and tap toes. Multitask brain exercise, up and down. You can play the piano if you want, or maybe it's more like playing a trumpet. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's sit, lift, sit, lift. Imaginary chair behind you. Push those hips back, then pull them forward. Start to feel that pumping action, that blood flow. You might even start to feel a little cardio response, a little respiratory response. What do I mean by that? You start to feel the need to breathe a little deeper. That means we're starting to enter phase 1, which is going to be cardio work. Keep going. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. If you want to lift up to your toes or heels off the floor, involving more ankle and foot muscles. Last one, and then settle down and let's march. Right, left. Keep that cardio flow going. Remember, in our brain training format, we spend about 10 minutes in each of those different areas we talked about, starting, we did today, with our warm-up, which included those brain wake-up exercises. Now we're into cardio, so here we go. Keep marching. Just think about lifting that thigh a little higher. Excellent. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Get ready for a slow, basic step. So we'll go left, right, left, right. So we're going to lead with the left today. Why? Well, I'm not going to assume that we're all right-handed, but oftentimes I lead with the right. So today we're going to shake it up and lead everything from the left, which is my less dominant side, maybe not yours. Here we go. Step all the way on, step all the way off. Full foot on the board. Now, whenever you're doing step-up patterns, you're going to feel the heart rate elevating because it's like climbing stairs. But you're also going to feel a temptation to look down at your feet. That is okay occasionally, just to make sure you've got good foot placement. But then once you get that foot placement, try to keep it in your mind's eye, meaning look up, but sense that you're still stepping properly. Spatial awareness gaining, or kinesthetic awareness gaining. Good, and it's okay to glance down occasionally. But the reason it's nice to keep your head up is because that's the way you want to walk in real life. You don't want to be watching the floor. You want to be seeing the world in front of you, right? Now, if you want to make it more challenging for the brain, what we can do is look to the left and look to the right as we step down. So left as we step up, right as we, and I know, guys, this is not easy. So if this is throwing you for a loop, then avoid the head turn. Good. Let's do one more like that with that head turn. And then let's look forward and go wide step instead of narrow. So a little bit of a turnout with your toes as you step up. Almost like you're having to navigate around something in the middle of the floor, I guess. And you're going to feel a lot more rocking action that you have to absorb. Good. So we're left lead, we're just doing a nice wide step, but we're also getting our cardio up as we're putting all these ideas into play and challenging our brain today with a little bit of cardio focus. So we're going to shake this up a bit. Stay with the same move, don't quit it, but if you want to try challenging it, and remember, whenever I say if, it's because it is an option, it's not a have to. This time you're going to look to the right as you step up with the left, and then you're going to look to the left as you step down. Oh boy, this is really challenging. So feel free not to do every rep, or quite frankly, not to do it at all if it's throwing you too much. It is quite stimulating. Whoop. I have to think about that. Look right, step left, look left, step down. Right? How about one more? Nice. And then come back to the center basic. Excellent. So the more narrow stance, up and down. Beautiful game, beautiful. All right, now give me a knee up. So knee up and step down. Knee up and step down. Good. You got this. Just right in the center. Every time you step up, think of lifting and then step down. This will alternate that step for you. Excellent. So what we're going to do now is a little patterning, okay? So we're going to do 2 in the center, and then we're going to do 2 on the diagonal. So we go diagonal right, and we go diagonal left, and right back to center. So 2 center, and then we're going to go diagonal. Excellent. Keep going with this pattern, and we'll add on. It'll be memory and recall. Again. Now we're going to add a 3 count repeater. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then come back to the center. So up, up, diagonal. Are you with me? And then what? Repeater. 3, 2, 1, and into center. Up. Did you get that? Up. Diagonal. What's next? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Memory and recall. How you doing? What's next? I'm purposefully not mentioning what's next to see how your memory is doing on this pattern. Excellent. Three, 2, 1. Let's go. Up. I gave you a little hint there, didn't I? Three, 2, 1. Last time. Take it through the pattern. All right, now come back to the center. Stay here. Heel drops. Clear the brain dockets. All right. We're going to do another little pattern. And we're, again, starting left. Just because I normally start right. We're changing things up today. The next move is called a split step. So you step up, up, you tap down and bring it right back up. You tap down and bring it right up, and then you step off. All right? Let's try that together. Up, up, tap, tap, and down, down. Again, up, up, tap, tap, and exit. Up, up, split the step, and exit. Again. So this one makes you think because your body wants to just go back to basic up, up, down, down, but you're having to quickly realize there's a pause in the middle and make that shift from the familiar up, up, down, down we've been doing to a little lunge back or splitting of the step with the lunge. Good job. Let's do one more. Up, up, tap, tap, and exit. Heel drops, or let's run in place. Let's do a little speed or hit training now. Just run in place on the floor behind. Go, 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 go. Can you maintain this little jog behind for 10 seconds? Come on, I know you can. Let's go. Jog it out, jog it out, jog it out, jog it out in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just bend the knees and recover. Okay, I mentioned HIIT training. Spread those fingers as you come up. HIIT training means that you take your heart rate up above a comfort zone where you're feeling the need to breathe and then you need a little time to calm it back down. And that's a part of cardio training at a high end or high intensity end. And we know that that is really useful to condition the heart for heavier loads and also to lift the metabolism. So it's one reason that we try to get you to do it if we can, as long as you're able. All right, we're gonna do the split step with a right lead instead of the left. Are you ready? Bend those knees. Let's start with left basic alone since we haven't done that yet. Up, up, because this is where we make that little pattern shift that makes your brain work a little harder. Get used to the rhythm of the up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Up, down, down. Good work. Now remember, you can always look down, but then try to bring your vision or your line of vision back up as soon as you can. Posture tall. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do a little wide step on this. We haven't done the wide step with the right lead, so let's do that. I always like to try to balance what we do on each side, even if we change the side we're leading with. Because it's different forces, different sides of the body, different strengths, different weaknesses. You want to try to balance it all out. That's key. Again, up, 2, wide. Again, out, out, in. And the great part is, as we just do these simple patterns, you are working your heart and lungs, cardiorespiratory, aerobics. So much going on. How about those knee lifts to the center? Remember, we led and did this with the other leg a while back. Step, knee up, down, again. Step, knee up. Keep going. Step, knee. And you know what? You get so good at this, you don't even recognize that you're not on a stable surface. You just get so good at absorbing it and reacting to it in a very unthoughtful, meaning you didn't have to think about it. You just reacted and did it well. Again, step, knee up. One more, then we're going to go on the diagonal again. Remember how we did that? We step, cross, lift, down, 2. Cross, lift, down, 2. Step, up. Still thinking about having that nice, tall posture, head high over shoulders. Step, lift, down, down, step, lift. Again, step, lift. Now let's do 2 center. Knee up, center, up. Other side, center, up. Diagonal 2 times. Up. Other side. And then what did we add? We added a repeater. Step, up, down, up, down, up, step, down. Again, center. Remember this pattern? Or did you lose that a while ago? 2 of these, 2 of those, and then 1 of that. What is that? That's a repeater. 3 knee lifts. And from the top. So it's center, knee up, diagonal, diagonal, repeater 3. Okay, next time through, I'm not going to cue. Here comes recall time. Oh yeah? Let's do it. Again. How you doing on the pattern? Did you remember it from when we did it, leading the other leg? If so, great brain work. All right, last time through. Chin high, chest up, strong and long through that spine. Did you remember? All right, speed it out. Let's get a little hit in. Come on. You can lean in a little bit as long as you're not dropping your chest or chin. But sometimes leaning in allows you to get those feet up a bit more. A little faster turnover, a little higher heart rate. Excellent. Keep going. We got this. Whew. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend, extend. Whoo, do you feel that rush? The need to breathe, that's what it's all about when it comes to HIIT training. Feel the need to breathe. Chin up, chest up. Okay, here comes that last pattern shift where we did the split step. And we try it right lead. So up, up, down, down, and now all the way down. So that little lunging back, it's kind of like, oh, you got to think about it. You're not really putting your weight back there. You're making your brain think about it. Up. Excellent. Again, step. So many good things going on with these moves. Not only are you getting your heart rate up and exercising that cardiorespiratory system, there's a lot of strength involved in going to one leg lunge position, balance because we're doing this on an unstable surface. And again, that little mind game of interrupting a pattern you're used to, which is up, up, down, down, and adding in that little split step. So we are really maximizing the brain training today in a lot of different ways. And could I even make this harder? I could say, look to the direction that you lunge, right? That would be a little visual stimulus, a little destabilizing. And again, remember, anytime I say you could, that's exactly what I mean. Doesn't mean you should, it just means there's an option for making something a little more advanced if you like. Again, up, up, split that step. How about 2 more? With or without that head turn. I'm not gonna force you to do something that might be a little advanced for you today, but I also love to give you options. All right, stay down, heel drops. So that hit the 20-minute spot of cardio. So we got some good sports cardio training, a little bit of nice confusion. That should be a new word, nice confusion. I don't know, how about concentrated confusion? All right, let those heels drop. Here we go, up and down. And let's get some water. Oh my gosh, speaking of hydration, we've been going a long time without any water. Hi, Muna. It also allows me to come over and check out the chat box and see if anybody else has commented, but I'm glad to see you guys are here having a good time. Make sure you take at least 3 nice gulps. There's B1. 2, let's take a drink with the other arm. Like I said to begin with, we're doing things different so we can get our brain a little stimulated by changing patterns we're used to. All right, step, touch a little here just to ease out, wheel out. What do we move on to now? Well, I'd like to do a little sports play using the red ball before we move on to strength. How about that? All right, so what we're gonna do is step wide, and then we're gonna lunge it instead of tap it. So just step, lunge, lunge, hold your poles. Might as well stretch the calves out a little bit, and you can do that by picking the toes up on the side of the straight leg. So right toes up, left toes up. Good. This is a nice post-cardio stretch. Nice. All right, back to just a normal lunge side to side, keeping the toes down. What I want you to do is look at your red ball. And I want you to think about reaching towards it as you go on that diagonal. Now, obviously, I'm not touching it, but I'm reaching towards it. Crisscross. So as I bend my left, my right arm reaches. As I bend my right, my left arm reaches. Good. A little awareness for where that ball is. Now we're going to slow this down even further, and we're going to come down and see if we can tap it and come up. Slow it down. Notice I let my hands come down the pole so that I can really assist myself. Now, some of you may not have the flexibility to touch it, and that's okay. You're just getting closer. And notice what you have to do. You have to sit back into your hips to get lower. That's it. 2 more. Last one. And now bring it center and come down with both knees bending towards the ball. If you can touch the ball, great. Both knees bending. If not, touch the red line. Again, accessing those different levels or ranges of motion that you can get to things on the floor. Now, if you happen to be flexible enough to get down there, then grab the ball, bring it up, and then use the other hand to put it back. Again, if you can't do that, then of course, just pretend you're grabbing the ball. So I grab with my right, I place it back with my left. I grab with my left, I place it back with my right. Ooh, you're gonna feel some strength going on here. Grab with the right, place it back with the left, grab with the left, place it back with the right. Let's do another set. Grab with the right, place it back with the left, grab with the left, and place it back with the right. Now let's grab it with the right, hold it here, and just lunge and throw. And I want you to let it swing back. Now granted, if you're having issues with balance and you can't do this without holding the pole, then just kind of grab the pole with that free hand as you swing back with the opposite. So my right swings, my left grabs. This is also really nice cross midline training. That's it. Now if you want to get tricky, air it. Get a little air on that ball. Now does that mean I might drop it? Yes. That's okay. That's hand-eye coordination at its greatest. Crossing the midline. Lunging the body. Strengthening through the hips, the thighs. Make sure the knees and toes are in the same direction. There should be a little bit of a turnout down there on the hips. Good. How you feeling? Woo, as we transition from our cardio, our HIIT, and our sports training drills to our strength stuff. Good job, everyone. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, everybody. All right. Push, release. Isometrically push your palms into the ball. See, I'm sandwiching it. And yes, the nubbies are on one side, giving me a little reflexology in my palm. Squat press, release. Squat press, and I'm in a sumo or plie stance on my squat. Good. Come on, keep your chin up, keep your chest up. Engage those chest and arm muscles. Engage those hip and thigh muscles. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, switch the nubs so they're against the opposite palm. And let's do a second set of that same isometric pressing through the arms into the ball with a nice, deep as you're comfortable, outward squat. Some people call it plie or sumo. Squeeze. Notice I'm creating upper body strength tension as well as the dynamic tension I'm building in my thighs and hips. Chin up, chest up. Posture tall. 7, 6, squeeze it. 5, 4. All right, stay tall. Now, take the flat end of the ball. Again, hopefully you're okay standing because we're in a wide stance. It'll increase your balance or your ability to balance. We're gonna now do a slapping motion with the ball. So we go slap. Again, slap. It's a right side slap into that flat surface. Slap. Why am I slapping? Ooh, that's impact. We know impact is good for bone density in the upper body. Good. Slap it. Can you hear it? Again. All right. Switch the nubbies. Open, slap. Open, slap. Rocco's wondering what the heck is going on here. Hey, Rocco. Yes, you're such a sweetheart. Again, 4, 3, slap it. Palm to ball. 2. Last one. Boom. All right. Step on up. Now, feet narrow about, let's see, 2 and 2. 2 and 2 on the board. That's right around those center pole holes. All right. Just rock it out a little bit. I still have my isometric squeezy device here. All right. We're going to squeeze with the fingers into the nubs, thumb into the other side. Oh, yes. And we're just doing a little, remember that exercise where we patted our head and we rubbed our belly? This is squeezing and rocking, multitasking. And I'm even crossing. Good. Are you squeezing? All right, shift it. Boom. Did you do that nice and smooth? Again, just rock first. Then get that squeeze coming in and cross. Excellent. Chin and chest up. Squeeze the fingers. Bend the knee. Rock the board. Excellent. Little grip strength. Little distraction training. Multitasking. Nice. Squeeze that ball. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. All right, now center out. Find the balance point in your board. Walk your feet in, toes and heels. Get close to the red line. Whoa. Put the ball between your knees. I know we've never done this before. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a sit back, squeeze, and up. So keep tension on that ball so it doesn't fall to the floor. Squeeze as you sit back. It might not be a big sit back. A little ski squat. Your poles are here. You're going down the moguls. Good. Keep that ball in place. Squeeze those knees a little, but not too much. Just enough so that you don't lose the ball. Try to sit directly back with those hips. Nice focus back squat. Again, 4 more. 3. Deep breaths. 2. Last one. Excellent. All right, now let's go ahead and you can put that ball down for now. We're gonna move on to banded work. So let's come over to the right side, grab the right band, and just stay on the grounded side right as we do a lateral lift. You can hold the pole. And you know me, if I can advance it, I will. So if we want to advance it, stand on one leg, stand on the right, lift the left. If you want to advance it, continue and try not to hold the pole. Working the deltoid, working on balance, working on core control, lots of multitasking going on, a lot of concentration. Excellent. Stimulating the area of the brain that works on multitasking. Good. 4 more times. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. All right, turn towards it now. We're going to take and bring the tubing up high. So I've got both hands on it. Use it as your resistance for a nice double leg deadlift. So I'm just tilting my hips back, keeping my spine in good alignment, and then tightening my buttocks muscle as I come up. And notice that the handle and tubing stays right up against my collarbone or chest. Good. You want that resistance without rounding. I want you to notice I'm not letting my back round. Okay? I'm keeping it really nice and flat. And if I need to give somewhere, I bend the knees just a tiny bit, just a tad. Good. Really working on the buttocks, and the back of the legs, and the core. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Don't forget to exhale as you come up. Inhale as you go down. Control the spine. Don't be in a hurry. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. All right, bring that handle down low. Put both hands in the handle like so. And then just give me a nice little preacher curl up and down. Up and down. Keeping the elbows close. And you can grab it any way you like. Maybe you want to grab it with the thumbs like this. Good. Up. Just working those biceps. Working on posture. Working on control. Don't let the band muscle you down. Stay tall and well aligned. So head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over feet. Good. Keep going. 4 more. 3 more. Now you know how I like to challenge you? Add a calf raise. So up on the up, heels up. Ooh, don't let them drop fast. Ooh, take your time. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Now you know the pole's right there. If you need to grab it with that left arm. Good. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Now, grab the handle with your right hand, that's the back hand. Take your right leg and step back and rock the board backwards. All right? Now rowing. So pull and reach. And if you want to rock the board on this, you can, up to you. Or you can stay stable, backing up, working those lats, along with those biceps. Row, row, row. Working on strengthening, working on alignment, working on posture and control. Excellent. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now stay back on the last one. Hold it. take and extend the elbow. I know, maybe you can't see mine. I'm gonna see if I can turn a little bit so you can see what it's doing. It's going behind me as I stay forward with my torso, working that tricep muscle and back shoulder, mid-back. Good, keep going. Out, in, push them out, pull them in, push them out. Stay leaning forward in that lunge position. Left leg forward, right leg back. 4, 3, 2. Now keep it long and strong and just punch back. Punch, punch. Straight arm, straight arm. I know you can't see mine very well. Straight arm, push it back. Posterior deltoid, trapezius, rhomboids. Push, push, push it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, now, did you feel the need to shake it out? Whew. Now, just like in the cardio, I want you to feel the need to breathe. After a series of strength, I want you to feel the need to shake it off. Good job. Let's switch sides. So ease yourself on over and bring that left handle into play. So remember, we grounded it out, grounded? I don't know, well, we're bottomed out on the left. And then we do a nice, steady lateral raise with the left arm. Now keep in mind, depending on the length tube you put in, if it gets too tough, just go as high as you can without your wrist bending. So don't let the wrist break like that. Keep it long and strong. Take your time in both directions, out and in. Hold your pole if you need to. Remember, if you want to make this a little tougher, you can balance on the left leg. Real good multitasking here. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Use that pole if you need to. Hold on to it. Keep that head high. Excellent. We got this. We're getting there. 4 more times. Who remembers what came next? Part of the brain training. Last one. Oh, did you remember? Turn to the side. Hold the handle with both. Bring it up to your sternum and give me a nice double leg or straight leg. Then good morning, deadlift, whatever you like to call it. Make sure that you're leading with the hips, keeping the spine from rounding, and just softening the knees a bit if you need to. Down. Keep your chin up and look a little bit up, because as soon as you look down on something like this, the tendency will be to round the shoulders forward, which we're really trying to avoid because that puts way too much tension in the lower back. So if this is too hard, hold the pole with one hand and reduce the range of motion to just a small hip back, hip up, rather than trying to get that body fully over. Okay, it's up to you. Remember, form first and advancement later. Excellent. We got this. Long and strong. Whew, we're getting there. 4 more. You're gonna feel this in your backside, your glutes and hamstrings. Last 2. Last 1. Now hold. Tubi, give me a preacher curl. Up, down, up, down. Keep going. I'm just gonna switch the music because, well, I guess we could use this. Keep going. I'll take it. Up, it's a little more jazzy, but that's fine. Good. We have just a few more exercises to do and we're done. Be tall. Add a calf raise if you like. Take your time. Slow up, slow down. I know sometimes it's tempting to work on the beat, but we just want to keep it nice and slow with the strength training, with the control. Excellent. We got this. 4 more. 3. Last 2. 1 more. Now, left hand holds the cord, left foot goes back, rock back position, bend over row. Ready? Front knee bent, back leg squiggles way back, so you're in a nice stationary lunge position. Then you pull, reach, pull, reach. Excellent. Keep going. Pull, pull. Inhale and exhale. Get that elbow back. Back, back. Feel a nice little calf stretch going on in the back leg as well. We got this. Pull. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4. Last 2. Then hold it in the back and just kick the arm out. So you're just doing a tricep kickback. Kick it out, bend it in. Kick it out, keep your posture long and strong from head to hip. Keep the elbow high. This is hard, it's a long range movement. Do what you can, stop when you need to. It's out and in, and out and in. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last exercise, straight arm punch. Back, 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 back. Like you're knocking on the wall behind you. Straight arm, out, in, out. Whew. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hook it up. Step it front. And hopefully you feel the need to shake it off. All right, gang. Whew, take a breath. Good job. Step off your board. Come get some water while I change the music for our final phase. Anybody remember what that was? Yes, the cool down. Very important part of class, because here's where we integrate during our month of brain training, healthy yoga, tai chi, blended movement patterns, geared at de-stressing you, geared at reducing internal tension, geared at reducing internal stress, and really releasing and relaxing and letting the mind reset. All right, just circling my hips and making kind of a little circle with my pelvis. Back, side, front, back, side, front. Just feel the flow. Imagine you're in a cylinder and you're just able to circle the cylinder like water going down the drain. Stress going down the drain. I like that image. And then let's reverse it. So if you were going to the right, now you sit back to the left and then go right. Good. Lead with that hip structure, the pelvis. There we go. Swing it around and back. Keep your head up, keep your chest up. Keep your hands resting on your pull tops. Excellent. Couple more. Just feel a nice flow happening. Last one. And then bring it back to the center. And then hip hinge forward. Hips going back, body coming forward. Inhale and lift up. Exhale and hip hinge forward. So when I say hip hinge, I'm going to show you from the side, but you keep doing it from the front. Inhale, lift up, arch a little bit. Exhale, come back forward without rounding your back. Flat back. Inhale, open up to the ceiling. Comfortable stance, maybe a little wider than shoulders. Flat back. Inhale up. Exhale to the forward position 2 more times. Inhale up. Opening the lungs, opening the chest. Exhale, flat. Empty the belly. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale to flat. Now just hold here for a second. Release, stretch the back of the legs. Feel like somebody was pulling your neck forward and lengthening your spine parallel to the ground. Now, bend the knees. Sit. And then come up out of it like you're coming out of a chair. Nice. Take the right arm down. Inhale the arm up. Paint the wall down. Again, inhale up. wall down. One more. Inhale up, bend the knees as you paint the wall down. Switch arms. Inhale up, paint the side wall. Oh, Rocco's here to join us for our cool down. Inhale, smart dog. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now come to the center. If you can, both arms are going to be just like a bird's wing. Up to bird height, flight. Exhale down, float. Again, open up your wings, open your chest, straighten the legs. Exhale, bring them back. Inhale, fly up, glide, and return back. Keep your head high, keep your neck long, keep your chest up. One more, inhale up. Exhale down. Leave the arms down. Now from here, we're going to come to the front pain. So we're going to lift up. And again, if you need to hold the pole, do right arm first. Let that rain come down the pane, the window pane. Do left arm second. Let the rain come down the window pane. Do both if you can. Inhale up, open the window. Exhale down, rain down the pane. Feel it. Feel that sensation of what you're visualizing. Let your mind go off to where we are in our verbal cue and away from where you are in your stressful life. Inhale up. Rain coming down the pane. One more time. Inhale up. And then bring the arms out and let's hug a tree. Ooh. See yourself out there, open to the sky, hug the tree in nature. Bring it in. Let's step the feet a little closer as we do this. Let's hug in. Let's open out. Let's pull energy from the room into yourself, into your soul, and then let's release it out for everybody to share. Again. Exhale, inhale, soft eyes, exhale, inhale. One more, but this time give the class a big hug. Me, you, everyone, hug, hug, hug. And then let it go, and I promise you'll be back again next week for another Wellness Wednesday with me, Kathy Stevens. Give yourself a bow, and thank you for being here today. Take care, and I will be back checking for messages. We love seeing and reading your comments because it means that you're here with us and that we're actually live. Not that we don't mind you coming back later and making comments too. Remember that Dan does teach Tuesday and Thursday as well. And Dan is the man, he is the innovator, the inventor, whatever you want to call it, of the 60 Up board. So there's no better person to learn the basics from, in particular on Tuesday, where he focuses more in on basic things and new things he's learning from some of the physical therapists that he networks with. You know, he usually brings those tips in on Tuesday, so it's really a good day to learn something new and learn the reason behind the season or the things we're doing. And then I try to jazz it up a little bit on Wednesday, keep a little better flow going, more of your traditional group exercise format where there's music in the background and we work on beat, and it's just a little more move to this, move to that with a slightly different focus every month. And then Dan comes back in on Thursday with his more athletic, advanced moves. So that's where he becomes the personal trainer that's trying to drive you to do a little bit more than you did last time, and maybe setting you up for some moves that are a little more challenging. And if you're a beginner, you might need to modify them. So he might get you up and down from the floor. He might do a few things that we don't do on Tuesday or Wednesday, but it's a great way to challenge yourself. And just being here is step number one to challenging yourself. So whether you're here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or you do the recordings on the days that we're not here, on the weekends, whenever you feel the need to 60 it up, we welcome you and we thank you for being a part of our membership and our energy, because it really does. It adds energy to see you here. All right, Vicki, I'm so glad that you need the help. We all need a little help, don't we? But thank you for always commenting, as well as Pat and Mona and Doug, who's always here. I really do appreciate it. And I do check the message boards probably every day, so feel free to reach out if you'd like to. With that said, we're in OT right now, so I'm going to let you go and get on with your day, and hopefully I've made it a little better. Thanks again.